What is going on, guys? Justin Howells here with another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through a day in the life with a full day of eating. Show you a little bit about just what I do. If you didn't know, I'm actually an online coach. That's my main source of income. That's my main business. I get supplementary income from like sponsors and stuff, but online coaching is what I do. So I'll show you a little bit into that. The main focus will be on the food and the macros for the day. I'm at 3,300 calories, 240 protein, 450 carbs, and 60 fat. So I have the whole day planned out here. This is my first meal. It's a Greek yogurt protein fruit smoothie. There's a lot of different ways you can make this. You can throw in different fruits. You could throw in honey for extra liquid calories. You can throw in more ice if you want it a little thicker, but I want it more of like a liquid consistency, just so it's easier to put down. It's nice and easy 520-ish calories. So yeah, this is my first meal. I'm about to do some check-ins. I have some consultation calls as well. And yeah, we'll get started with the day. Okay guys, so these are the current vitamins I'm taking. First we got some biotin for my hair, skin and nails, magnesium, vitamin D. This is actually super important. For those of you who don't know, vitamin D is a precursor to testosterone. Low vitamin D can even mimic a low thyroid. So getting in your vitamin D is crucial. Odds are you are not getting in enough just from sun alone. Ashwagandha as like a natural stress relief. Omega-3s, of course, have a ton of benefits. I especially notice it with my joints. And then finasteride. So this is an over-the-counter medication for hair. It blocks DHT at the scalp. So if you are struggling with any sort of hair issues, highly recommend getting that through like Hims or Keeps or something. Okay guys, so very first thing on the menu today, or most days preferably, is some stretching. I love to start the day with a good stretch while I drink my coffee. Today it hasn't been like that since I had to get up and get to some consultation calls. In these consultation calls, I'm just talking with potential prospects, potential clients that are interested in my coaching. It's just an assessment, to make sure we're a good fit, go over pricing and everything, and ideally sign them up. So I've had 2 calls so far this morning. I closed both of those calls, so both clients signed up, which is awesome. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get a good stretch in here. I'll show you the stretching. And then something I really stress is a good meditation or gratitude practice. Like I kind of consider them one and the same. Meditation in itself is a little bit different, but overall, it's just about having that momentary awareness and being able to start your day with gratitude every day. You're gonna find that you're living in abundance and you're just a lot happier in general. Like starting my day with something like this has been a game changer. So I'll show you a little bit of stretching. I'll show you one of the things I use to meditate, because there are multiple ways to do it. And especially for beginners, I recommend that you use a guided meditation. It's gonna make it a lot easier. So I'll show you which one I use and we can go from there. Okay guys, so there's a little stretching routine for you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a bit of a rush. I've been having mic issues. I'm behind on check-ins and whatnot, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with the stretching. But essentially, you just wanna get your body loosened up. You wanna get moving. It's gonna help wake you up too in the morning and just get you feeling good. Stretching is so overlooked, like not just for recovery and your overall healthy bodily function, but just for improving your muscular development. It's like if certain muscle groups are tighter, they aren't going to get the activation they need, or if a one muscle group is too loose, like they aren't going to get the activation they need. It leads to all kinds of different muscle imbalances. Like a very common issue is having a tight anterior, just tight chest, tight interior delts and stuff like that, tight biceps. And so that causes everything to round forward. Well, you get a good morning or nightly stretching routine going, or even after your workout. Like sometimes, I wake up and I just gotta like get going. Like today I had early consultation calls and whatnot. So I'll make sure to get that stretching in at some point in the day, whatever works out the most convenient, right? So you aren't limited to just doing it in the morning, but having that good routine is definitely helpful. So next would be the meditation. I've already done my gratitude meditation. I will show you guys just a quick link I like to use, this guided one on YouTube that I found super useful. It's 10 minutes, super easy and just straightforward. And I just really like it. It gets you feeling good, gets you feeling grateful and just positive overall, right? Like, I don't know. You guys know that one little negative thing in the morning can, or at least for me, one little negative thing in the morning, if I haven't done anything yet, can really set me off. Like that's why I try to avoid the phone first thing. Like if I wake up and I have a negative text or just something negative on my phone, like it's gonna offset me for a good bit. So waking up, avoiding the phone for the first hour, getting in some good stretching, maybe some reading, and then having a nice little gratitude practice where you bring your awareness to what you're grateful for, it's a game changer. It will completely change your mental state for the day and you will feel so good going into that day. So that's something I highly recommend. Now I really got to get going with these check-ins. If I happen to have like a good check-in where I'm just like, I find it like you guys could get some value from it, then I'll be sure to show that. But I'm definitely not going to show just me sitting here doing check-ins the whole day, but I'm going to do check-ins, get in another meal, which I'll show you guys, of course. Like the focus of this video is definitely on the macros, on the full day of eating. But I'm just throwing a little bit of this in there, show you guys kind of what my day looks like generally. And yeah, so time for check-ins. Okay guys, so this is the guided meditation I've been using to start the day with some gratitude and positive energy, those positive vibes. 10-minute morning guided meditation for positive energy. This is one I found I really like. So, if you find one you like better, that's awesome, but please start implementing some kind of morning practice like this. It'll change your life. Guys, so before I start up with my own check-ins here, I just wanted to explain what my client check-in process consists of. Just because, I'm sure a few aspiring online coaches are out there. Maybe you've thought about it. Maybe you're already doing it. You want to improve, whatever. I just figured I'd share a little bit about my process. So I use Trainerize. If you aren't already on a coaching platform, I highly, highly, highly recommend Trainerize just because it allows me to really stay on top of everything my clients are doing, as well as notifying them of their wins. So like when they hit a new PR on bench press, it's gonna tell them they hit a new PR. So like those little things, I've realized through my coaching, like through years of coaching now at this point, like those little things, those little affirmations of like, yo, you're winning, you're doing better, you're getting better. Like those things really help keep the client going. So I really appreciate that. And then having all these little details that I can keep tabs on, like I can go into the workout, they track their weights in there. I can see if they're getting too comfortable with weight or whatever. Like if they marked it as being too easy of a workout, I'll go and be like, well, you like kind of kept the same weight through this whole thing. You can push for a little bit more or whatever, right? And then as far as nutrition goes, it's incredible. Okay, so it syncs with MyFitnessPal. So I'm setting their macro goals and everything, assigning a meal plan and whatnot. But then when it comes check-in time, I can actually go in and look at their nutrition graph here and be like, hey, we aren't seeing the progress we want, but your numbers are all over the place. We got to get those unlocked. Here's some tips to make that happen, blah, 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 right? Or the other end of that where numbers are on point, they're seeing ideal progress. Hey, that's awesome. Let's keep supporting them, keep the momentum going, let's go. Or if the numbers are correct, but the progress isn't there, then we know, hey, changes need to be made. Let's make this change to the macros, whatever, right? So the other thing that's super important here is that I'm not just looking at quantitative results, right? I'm not just looking at weight. I'm not even just looking at their physical changes. Now, of course, like if weight stays the same, but they're looking better, that's awesome. That's a huge indicator of great progress, right? But I also have everybody fill out a check-in questionnaire. So that's gonna cover metrics like energy levels, craving, stress, sleep, basic things like that can really throw off a program if they're really off, right? Like sleep, for example. if somebody's getting no sleep and their fat loss is stuck and they've been hitting the nutrition well, we know that needs to be addressed, right? Little things like that. And then this is really the big opportunity. Like, I allow my clients to communicate with me regularly throughout the week as well. Any questions or anything, I help them out with as best I can. But the check-ins are really where I'm assessing like what needs to be focused on, what struggles need to be addressed. Are there any specific like mental hurdles as far as nutrition, workouts, like healthy relationship with food, anything like that? That's where these check-ins are help pull that out of the client, like emphasize like, hey, is there anything we need to focus on? Is there anything physically or mentally you've been struggling with? Things like that. You know, don't just look at the quantitative and physical results. Look at where their head's at, you know? But yeah, so I take all that into account, figure out if changes need to be made, what kind of support the client needs, and things like that, and we go from there. So that's just a basic gist of my check-in process. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. So next time I turn on the camera, unless if I have like a good check-in where I'm spitting some awesome value and like I think you guys could get something out of it, I'll show you that. But otherwise, the next time I turn on the camera, it'll be the next meal. So I will see you there. All right, guys. So second meal is gonna be some ground sirloin beef burgers. Now, these are 15 grams of fat per 4 ounces, 30 grams of protein. You can definitely go with like if you can't find like a lean pre-made patty. I just really like the pre-made patties, honestly. But if you can't find like the super lean ones that are a little bit lower than this, like they'll be down around like 8 grams, then you can, you know, obviously just get your 93 or 96 for lean beef and then like make your own patties. I just really like them pre-made, and this actually fits perfectly into my macros. This is also my pre-workout meal, so you know, I'm really emphasizing carbs and fats, so like having higher fats in this pre-workout, totally fine with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these seasoned up. I just like using like a basic steak or hamburger seasoning, and then throw a little bit of garlic on there. I'm gonna toss these bad boys on the grill. And then I will also be throwing in I'll be popping up the macros for each of these meals on the screen. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna be tossing these burgers on for about 3 to 5 minutes each side, just depending on how you like it. And then I will be throwing on these Pepper Ridge Farm hamburger buns on there just to toast them up, you know, give it a nice texture. And then that'll be meal number 2. Oh yeah. All right, guys, so you can see we got these burgers nice and cooked up here. Got the buns nice and toasted. That's what she said. Got my burgers prepped up here. Something I started doing a while back. Sorry, my hair's gonna be a little crazy. Something I started doing a while back. Like, I used to have that whole prep day where it's like I would spend freaking at least 2 hours, like just having that one solid time frame where you're just prepping all this food, and I just hated it, like absolutely terrible. So something I prefer to do is just cook my specifically proteins most of the time. I mean, some carbs like potatoes and stuff you got to prep in bulk as well, but specifically with like my meats, I like to prep anytime I'm gonna cook something. Like, hey, okay, it's lunchtime, I'm gonna eat my burgers, I'm gonna eat some burgers, I just prep some extra ones as well. So like, one, I get to eat some fresh, and then I know I have some for tomorrow or whatever, right? Like sometimes I'll just cook more in bulk than I just did. Obviously 4 patties isn't that much, but for this purpose, like, that's totally fine. The difference would be you just throw on some more, you have some more for the week, right? So that's what I'm gonna do later today with tilapia and chicken as well. So then it's like, it's not like I'm spending like that huge gap of time at once cooking. It's just like I do it as I'm gonna eat it anyway, and then I get the meal fresh at first as well. You know, I just like that way better, you know, to each their own, but I've just found that to work a lot better for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and scarf down these burgers and then go hit a workout. Just so you guys see, I am not a crazy person. I am throwing on some ketchup and mustard here. I'm not gonna track the ketchup. Really not worth it to me, especially during a bulk. But you just kind of got to judge it. Like this is literally like 10 calories a serving. I'm not going to track it. If it was 50 to 100, then yeah, sure. And then mustard is 0. So there you go. All right, guys. So just finished up a chest and shoulder workout. The pump is just, it's insane right now. Had to rush through. It's been such a crazy day. Like vlogging, prepping food, check-ins, consultation calls, getting the workout in. Yeah, and then I have a Facebook Live group. I go live in my coaching Facebook group with all my clients and some previous clients twice a week. Training topics, nutrition, mindset. I really enjoy doing it. But damn, like these Tuesdays and Thursdays get like crazy busy. But yeah, so I'm gonna have some sour strips. This new pink lemonade flavor, by the way, is absolutely bomb. I'm just gonna eat the whole bag here. Quick, easy carbs post-workout. And then I'm gonna start prepping my next meal, or actually I'm gonna go ahead and like prep both my meals when I get home. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. I'll also, like I'll be popping the macros on the screen for anything I eat. So I'll pop this up here and see you guys at the house. So I don't know, guys, I've been having to, I don't know what's going on with this mic or what, but I've been having to like unplug it, plug it back in, unplug. For some reason, it's like it works, but not every time I go to record. So it's been really annoying. But yeah, anyway, I think it's working right this second. So we're prepping up some chicken, some potatoes, some tilapia. And then I have some Uncle Ben's microwavable rice. Are you gonna prep like actual rice? Or no?
Probably not tonight, but possibly. Might do some basmati rice. I have to eat metric fuck ton of that.
Yeah, so I'm just using Uncle Ben's rice tonight because I didn't feel like prepping all the extra stuff. Yeah, keeping it pretty basic. We'll show you how we season up the tilapia, the chicken, the potatoes. We're throwing it in, all of it in the oven at 400 degrees. Chicken and tilapia for how long? Like.
So tilapia is going to be on the stove.
Oh, okay. Tilapia is being cooked on the stove.
The chicken is going to go in the oven at 400 for about 30 minutes. And this is the thin slice, but we're doing a lot. So that's why we leave it in there just a little bit longer. And one thing that everyone should know, no one ever told me this. You should definitely wash your chicken. Like rinse it with cold water, pat dry with a paper towel. It gets the sliminess off. If you don't get organic chicken, it gets some of the nasty like pesticides and chemicals off, and it actually makes it taste way better. So.
Yep. And then also, if you're wondering, Gina's skin looks all funny with the tan.
Yes.
As you saw in the last video, she did just, or wait. No, yeah, by that time the video will be up, the vlog. So she just competed, she got top 5. You technically tied for 4th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so second pro show, really proud of her. I know she's gonna kill it next time. I know she's not satisfied with that, but yeah, she did do really well. It's just been a learning curve with her coach and everything. You know, it's their first show together. Filled her out a little bit too much, basically, or like you just need to come in a tad leaner.
I was actually flat. I was flat, dude.
Oh shit, really? Okay. Yeah. Well, she has to come out in a tad leaner, so we're gonna go to the San Antonio show in like 3.5 weeks. Yeah. So super excited for that. I actually get to go watch her this time. I couldn't because of the retreat that was planned for over a year. Yeah. Anyway, making it out to this show. Hopefully she's gonna fucking win, and I'll get to be there and just. Yeah. Okay, so let's prep this food. And for anything I'm eating, I'm just gonna pop the macros on the screen. It's all ready. Got it washed. All right, layering them out so they cook evenly, right?
Yes. And then this. I like coconut because it has less flavor than like the spray olive oil actually has flavor. This is pretty much flavorless. Now this shit, this is key. Key for chicken.
Whoa.
So this is kefir chicken. Like, this is the best shit ever. It's actually kind of expensive if you get off Amazon. I want to say it's like $24 for 2, but they're $4.99 at TJ Maxx or Home Goods. So men, get your ladies to go, or just grow a pair and go to TJ Maxx and get some of this shit. It's so good. And I just layer, it's 0 calorie, it's pepper based. I just layer that shit on. Don't be afraid. Don't be a little bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
Let me get a fork, break this up a little bit. Alright, just get these little corners.
Okay, so chicken is going in 30 minutes at 400. Potatoes are going in about 45 minutes. And then we're gonna be throwing on the tilapia onto the pan. Okay, so we're throwing on some garlic, basil, oregano, and then just some pink Himalayan salt here. Coat it pretty good.
Really garlicky.
I like it to have a lot of flavor. Gina's the real cook, if you couldn't tell. Oh yeah.
I would add like one more layer of pink salt on there.
Okay. My hands. Don't know what to do with my hands.
Oops, I didn't mean to snort.
It actually all just stuck on my hand.
Good, because I was worried. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so much salt.
I know. Okay, so we're getting the tilapia ready now. Gonna season it up with this everything bagel seasoning. Bagel not included though. Kind of sucks. Yeah, gonna season it up with this. This stuff never fails, right? Like, what all can you put this on? I love it on the tilapia. Yeah, like you can put it on anything, but it's amazing on tilapia.
Rice, if you just like have to eat a bunch of rice and you want flavor, so good on.
I haven't tried that one, but that does sound pretty interesting. This is just good seasoning. Highly recommend it. So we're gonna layer this on, like coat it on there pretty good, and then throw it on the pan. And keep in mind, this is already washed.
All right.
You get the spray.
So I usually spray one side. I'll layer this on there. Let's actually go ahead and get this heated up. I just like put it on almost high. I like to put a good amount because some of it is gonna come off on the pan too. And you can get this from Walmart, basically anywhere. Everything bagel seasoning, so good.
All right, Gina's about to throw on this tilapia. I'm gonna tell you exactly what else I'm eating for the day, and that's the end of the vlog. My mic is messed up. I don't have batteries for the other one. I'm having to reset the recording. Like, that was the worst one by far. That was like
about 15 minutes.
it was just like 50 troubleshooting, but then it's working. So like I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out and get it fixed up. But yeah, point is we're gonna end this shit here. All right, so let's hear that sizzle.
Thick part goes on the middle. Damn, boy, she thick.
How long do those normally stay on?
I would say like 3 to 5 minutes each side, depending how hot your pan is and how cooked you like them. I'm like deathly scared of eating raw fish, so I leave them on like 5 minutes each side. It's probably like overcooked, but
No, it's really good. This is a regular meal for us. I know I've shown it to you guys like already cooked before, but yeah, it's always really good, especially with that everything bagel seasoning. So this meal right here is gonna be the tilapia and the potatoes, and then, or I mean, honestly, since this tilapia is gonna be done pretty quick, I'll probably just have that with the rice since, you know, it's just microwavable here. Where'd it go? So yeah, I'm just gonna use one of these Uncle Ben's white rice, or just any of this Uncle Ben's rice right here, since that'll be super quick. It's gonna be, sorry, gotta check my FitnessPal, and I can't turn off the camera because it'll make me go through that hell again. Okay, so the exact meal is gonna be 1 whole pouch of the, I actually got one of those as a butter and garlic rice, so I'm gonna throw that in with the tilapia since that'll just be the quickest thing and I'm hungry. That's gonna be 6 ounces of tilapia, 1 pound of the Uncle Ben's, and then 8 ounces of the chicken breast with 10 ounces of the potatoes.
You're gonna eat some veggies too.
And then, so I mean, I did take ghost greens earlier, but yeah, I mean, I'll have I'll have some veggies. I'll have some green beans or something. But the last thing I'm gonna finish the night off with is gonna be some frosted mini wheats, blueberry, with, then I'm gonna use some of this Good Karma flax milk. I mean, you can use whatever milk you want, you know, but this is what I'm gonna use. Just solid macros right there.
You should love it.
And it does taste good. It adds like a little bit of a richness, right? Like it's not sweet, but it's just,
creamy.
it's creamy. Yeah, so it does add a little, you know, pizzazz to the cereal. But that's how I'm gonna finish off the night, guys, and my macros are pretty much perfect. I'm like 30 calories over. Yeah, literally fucking perfect for me. Like if I'm within 50 calories, that's awesome. So
That is very, very accurate.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. Like I said, I'll pop up the macros for each of those meals. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. That's a day, an ideal day for me, eating and a little bit of the food prep. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I get like no comments on my videos. You know, it'd be nice to have a little bit of engagement there. I will definitely comment back and take your guys' criticism or suggestions or anything like that. Cool conversation starters, potential topics for upcoming videos, anything like that, I'd really appreciate. So yeah, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you for those who watched and stuck through this long. You're awesome. I love you. And Gina, do you have any final words?
Good job, babe. I'm proud of you.
Okay, thank you.